Good morning. Oh, I was yelling because the furnace was running and it just kicked off. You see my canna? Don't worry, it's doing okay. It looks dead. I didn't cut it back. I just left that one sit there. I pulled it in from the deck and I don't know. So it's, what is it? Wednesday, January 21st, 2026. That makes it a 1, 3, 4, 5, a 5-day. Bit of struggle and strife. It's going to get very, very cold. It's cold up here now anyway, but we're used to it. But Friday, the high is -6. It's still not as cold as I've seen it. It's fine, but it's going to push very far south. So if you live south of me, which is most everybody, then, not most everybody, just in this country. I'm feeling oddly, I don't even want to say it, right? Like vibes don't do the dishes, I guess is why I wouldn't. Like if I'm feeling oddly hopeful. And then oddly hopeful for what? I'm not exactly sure. You know what I mean? Like people might be changing their minds about whatever. But that still doesn't change the fact that business and industry is running right over us. We have to overturn Citizens United and rewrite the tax code and bar Congress people from trading. That needs to happen. I don't know why they can't live off $200,000 a year. They can get speaking engagements and write books and all that. They're fine. And they can have retirement investment accounts. You just can't trade. Like, what the hell, man? Anyway, and I don't know if that's a very big lift because business and industry has so much money. They just throw money at it all the time. And it's very difficult to convince people that that class should pay taxes as soon as you say anything about it. Communism. Communist. My question, what happens if I say it 3 times? Will a demon appear? Communist, communist, communist. No, I just think that if I'm paying taxes, that money should benefit the community, the people, not people running a business. If you want to run a business, that's called capitalism, then you go run your business. Why do we keep giving you money to run your business? Stop doing that. We need to stop doing that. They're drunk on money and power. And they're never going to be satisfied either. See, that's the problem with that particular addiction. They're never going to catch up to the dragon ever. They'll never be satisfied. They need to own entire countries. Like, I don't get it, but because I don't understand them. That I don't get that, but whatever. I think it's pathetic. Anyway, at what point do you have so much that it's meaningless and useless? It's entirely meaningless, right? Anyway. I sat in on a conversation that a person on YouTube was having about these stupid ass, I don't even want to, these cities that these rich elites think they're gonna, I don't know who's gonna build it for them. They can't build anything. They can't actually build a goddamn thing. No, they can't. They don't, they're all smooth-handed investment trust fund babies. Like they can't actually build anything. And how are they gonna feed themselves? Like, I'm not feeding them. If I start selling them tomatoes for $4 billion a pop, then what the hell's their money worth? Do you know what I'm saying? Don't worry, I'd give it to you for free. For sure. For sure. Because I'm a communist. Not really. I don't know, man. What do you call a person who, thinks unmitigated capitalism is killing all of us and, believes in public education? It's a democratic socialist. I know what I am. I don't care. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, so many people are afraid to say it. And why? You know what I mean? I remember when I was in high school, I had a history teacher. And he was, we're getting this cursory investigation into communism versus capitalism. When you drill down into it and, maybe actually read what Karl Marx wrote, you're like, wait a minute. So we're talking about for the people and not, let's be honest, an imperial czar. I mean, because both those countries, Russia and China, were both empires run by imperial powers, right? For a good long while. And then the people were starving to death. So they changed that model. Anyway, my history teacher, though, was just adamant. Capitalism is the only moral, ethical... I don't know. Still thought we were just the good guys all the time, you know what I mean? It's a nice thought, but I think we should need to be more honest. Anyway. I don't know. Good morning. How are you doing? Yeah, I did show you the canna, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I'm on the floor because I don't know why. Why not? Move around. It's good for the body. That whole get on the floor thing. I don't sleep on it or anything like that. I just sit on it now and again. My lettuce is limping along. I have some lettuce on the kitchen table. It's cold and there's not a lot of light, and so things get pretty ragged looking. That's okay. I'm used to ragged looking. I embrace it. Anyway. Dare I say oddly hopeful. But I'm such a cynic and a skeptic anyway, so take that with a grain of salt. It probably doesn't mean anything. But you know what? Hey, man. It's a lot easier to keep going when you're in a better mood, right? Keep our spirits up. Keep going. Forgive yourself the whatever. Eat some cake. You know what I mean? The sugar's good for you. It'll make you giggle. Make the cake yourself, though. That's the thing. Don't... Here's the other thing. Those of you in recovery, maybe you've come to realize, right? That everything in this system is designed to get you addicted to it somehow. Everything. It's a mass consumer. The entire thing is completely built on your ability to be a revolving door of revenue for someone else. So where am I going with this? Oh, make the cake yourself. Okay? Don't give it to them. Don't. And your body will appreciate it more, I promise. I promise. The store-bought, those ultra-refined foods, it's just bad for you. Like, all the regulation that your body does gets dysregulated, right? Like hormone regulations and your glucose, right? I don't know. I'm telling you, I've noticed it on my own body. That's my own experience, is that I can eat a cake a week. Not all by myself. There's a couple other people in the house. I'm not kidding, every single week. I can't get away with that if I eat shit from the store. I mean, what do I mean can't get away with that? It piles on overnight. And if, what, this is too much information for you, but what I have found is that food we eat in the house, like I have to squirrel and find calories. I have to keep feeding my body because my body will burn through them. It's not like it's this empty sugar without a nutritional value that doesn't, my body doesn't know what to do with that. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm not a physician. I'm not a nutritionist, and I'm not a paid somebody. Like, you know what I mean? That's just my own personal experience. I feel better too. That's the other thing. A lot less sluggish. The ultra refined shit with the salt, I find I don't have enough salt in my diet, so I have to, you know, I'll get a pretty bad headache if I put on a hard sweat, you know, when I'm running later on in the day. It isn't just the water loss, it's I need salt in my diet. I don't know. I am a little worried. This year is the year that I want to run a marathon. Why? I don't know that I can. It's just because I've had a spinal fusion. I don't know that I can run it outside on the cement. Like, would that be a good idea? But I could run it on the treadmill. I just have to have the willpower to do it for more than 4 hours. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could easily train my body. My biggest concern is my nutrition. Is making sure that I get enough calories to sustain that. Since I don't buy protein shakes or pre-made shit, I won't. I refuse. I'll fucking eat a jar of peanut butter instead. It'll be fine. Sorry, this is kind of a weird ass ramble. I apologize. I should probably get off the floor. But spring is coming. We got a hard month to get through. Yet these last, you know, from here to the about close to the end of February is always the worst. It's always the worst. But it's the shortest stretch. So, you know, like March, we'll have snow and rain, and, you know, the ground will be slop and a mess, and, you know, that's fine. But there's more hours in the day, and it's not nearly this cold. It won't get below zero likely again. You know what I mean? Like once I'm out of February, which is nice. Anyway, I'm glad to see you. You have a good day.